By becoming a member of informalscience.org, you can access peer-reviewed articles via EBSCO's Education Source database that inform the design and research of your informal STEM learning project or program. You must be a member of informalscience.org and be logged into your account in order to access EBSCO and the webpage that we are looking at. From here, you can do a number of quick searches using these quick search topics. You can also search the database using your own keywords. And on the right-hand side is a list of the top 20 journals. Let's search the database. Enter in your search term or terms. When you are searching without selecting a field, you are searching the following fields: abstract, author, corporate author, keywords, notes, subjects. For this particular search, there are 298 results, and these results are sorted by relevance. Relevance looks at matches on subject heading, title, author-supplied keywords, abstract, authors, full text. You can also sort by date newest, date oldest, source, author. Down the left-hand side, we can refine this search further. You can see that the limiter of full text is in place. This means that each result will have a link to the full text, whether it be PDF, HTML, or linked full text. To remove the limiter, click on X. There are more limiters and filters available down the left-hand side to refine your search further. To access an article, click on the full text link. This will open up the article. From there you can read the article, and you can also access tools to work with the article, including print, save, and cite. Some things to keep in mind. When you are searching, it is often a good idea to add in additional terms to make your search more focused. For example, if I was to do a search for identity, identity retrieves over 36,000 results. So by adding in another term, it can make the search more targeted. However, if you make your search very targeted or very specific, you may miss out on results of interest. So for example, if I add in the term STEM, and I now search for STEM identity, you can see rather than 36,000 articles, I've got 53 articles. So you may want to consider using a term that's a little broader. So rather than STEM identity, I'm going to search for science identity. And you can see for this particular search, we have more results or more options to choose from. Something else to keep in mind is you may want to consider using terms related to the environment. So for an example, for a search on math, you may want to add in additional terms related to the environment. For example, you may want to add in the terms of informal or out of school or free choice. And don't forget that you have the quick search terms available on the portal page. You can also search by author. Select the field of author and add in the name of the author that you are looking for. You will now see results where this person is listed as an author. Now, if you find articles of interest, you can save them to a folder. You can see as I select these articles, they are pinned here in the right-hand column. Now, at the moment, this folder is a session-only folder, so it will expire. But if you'd like to have a folder that you can come back to at another point in time, you can create a folder up here in the right-hand corner. Click on Sign In and click on Create a New Account and complete the form. Now, this account is free and there's no size limit, and as long as you log in at least once every 18 months, the folder remains active. So you can save articles to this folder and come back at another point in time and access the folder. You can also save searches, and you can also set up alerts and manage them from within that folder. To search for a publication, click on the Publications tab. From here, you can search alphabetical, you can search by subject and description, you can match any words. For this search, I'm interested in any titles in Education Source related to the subject of engineering. And you can see that there are 31 titles related to engineering. And for each of these titles, you can see the coverage that you have access to. You can see the bibliographic records, and you can also see the full text coverage. Now, if there is a title of interest, you can set up a publication alert. Click on the orange button, and from there you can create the alert. And anytime a new issue of this publication is added to the database, you get an email alert about that. You do need to be signed into your folder, and if you no longer need the alert, you can remove it from within the folder. Another way that you can search for a publication is using the advanced search and using the field of source or journal name. So, for instance, if you were interested in the journal title Curator, I've selected the field, click on search. We can see any results here from this particular title. Don't forget, informalscience.org has more than 8,300 research and evaluation related resources catalogued on the site. You can search these resources using a number of filters to specify the learning environment, target audience, and STEM discipline. Thank you again. If you have any questions or feedback, please contact CASE staff at case@informalscience.org.